Welcome to State Scoop TV. I'm Jake Williams. Today with us we have James Collins. He's the CIO for the state of Delaware. How you doing, James?
I'm doing great.
That's great. So James, what are your top priorities for the year ahead, and what challenges do you face with those priorities?
You know, I mean, we got a lot of things in motion, Jake. We're doing a one-stop business portal for businesses to interact with the state, proactively communicate with them. To get that implemented and launched is certainly a priority. We're doing the first cloud-based child welfare system in the nation. That project's going very well. First purely agile project that we have going on in the state, so to get that implemented. We continue to work on expanding broadband in unserved and underserved areas in the state, which has resulted in about 300 miles of additional fiber over the last year. And we're about to, the next phase of that is delivering to some of the far-flung areas using wireless deployment of broadband. So those are all kind of important things. We're continuing to work on our centralization efforts. Let me know if this is too much. We're continuing to work on our centralization efforts. We're probably about, we're finishing up the Department of Transportation right now, providing their infrastructure, desktop, service desk, and their app dev support. So that's the second largest state agency. So we're probably about 40% done with our centralization efforts. So that continues to be a focus. With that, you find new projects and things to get done. You know, I would be remiss if I didn't mention we're continuing to evolve our strategy around cyber. More surveillance of our networks and our applications, more scanning and analysis. And so lots of cool things going on. And to me, all of that builds up to delivering services to citizens in a way that they expect. Citizens don't see us as branches or divisions or agencies. They see us as the government. And so as we standardize and centralize across the state, it will position us to deliver services in a citizen portal. They can have a place to go and interact with the state and get proactive notifications. That's the end goal. And I would say secondary to that is using the state's data as an asset so that we're making better decisions, we're preventing fraud, and we're proactively communicating with citizens. So all of those things kind of position us to do those initiatives.
That's really good. So one of the things that's interesting about you is that you came to the CIO job from the government. I mean, you were in government before you were CIO. But since taking that job, and maybe also from your experience in government, what aspect of state IT are you most passionate about, and really what keeps you coming to work every morning?
You know, what I'm trying to figure out, it's going to sound really weird from the CIO, but what I'm trying to figure out and work with our team and all of our partners is how do we get out of the way? I mean, we don't have enough resources to deliver all of the innovation that's necessary to serve our citizens. So how can we create an environment that is secure, that is reliable and adaptable, where customers can innovate? So I want to put forward platforms, really passionate about putting forward platforms and dashboards and things to allow and enable innovation to happen where, you know, we're out of the way and letting the agencies control their destiny and their technology in a way that's consistent with our standards and secure and things like that. So that's a priority for me. That's
awesome. And so, you know, how would you say that your state, how would you say Delaware has been at the forefront of technology innovation?
You know, when I talk to, here at NASCIO and I read State Scoop, I see that a lot of my colleagues are grappling with some of the same things that we've grappled with. It's really just a kind of a unique time in history where government has literally set up to operate in silos. And CIOs have the tough role of centralizing and standardizing across those silos. So I see all of my colleagues dealing with those challenges across the nation, and I think that we're making great progress. We've got our email is on one platform, our public safety system is on a single platform, our ERP system is on a single platform that we manage for the entire enterprise. So, and we've been consistently consolidating data centers, and so from that perspective, I think we're making great progress, but I think that there are a lot of opportunities ahead in the areas of citizen engagement and data management and using as an asset, as I mentioned before.
And so, I mean, several times in this interview and several times, all the time in this space, we talk about innovation. What does innovation really mean in Delaware? And really, how are you guys every day going in there trying to change the game?
Yeah, so, to me, it feels like almost like a fixed fight, right? So I, as a citizen, I go on my USAA app, and it's not a plug for USAA, although I think they're actually pretty good. And I can manage my bank accounts, I can manage my home insurance, my car insurance, I can manage, my credit card. I use biometrics to get into it. I get proactive notifications from it. Those are the things that we're trying to do for the citizens of Delaware, and we get compared by citizens to that. I go on Amazon, one-click purchase, all of those different things. Those are apps that I use all the time, and other citizens are using that, and that's what they're accustomed to. So our goal is for citizens to be able to interact with the state whenever, wherever, and from whatever device they're using.
And I mean, we talked a lot about challenges, we talked a lot about opportunities, but what things are really keeping you up at night, and what's really making the job tough and stressful?
Probably I would say the decentralized nature of how we approach IT. There was a time period where what I call the manila folder age, where if you had the folders, you kind of had the power and everybody had to come to you, and that was just accepted and known. And that was back when you could send a memo in a couple weeks, respond back, Those days are gone.
Yeah.
We're in the information age now where everything moves literally at the speed of light. So that being said, that's a barrier. Any silos are actually a barrier. So, those types of processes and practices that continue to be in place hold us back from delivering services in the way that citizens expect. So as we continue to move forward in centralization, I think those are the things that I'm really passionate about. Like, I see us delivering, data analytics in a way that we're making better decisions, that we're preventing fraud. I see us delivering proactive services. I see us delivering customized services to citizens where if you've got some medical condition that's triggered by environmental conditions, because we know you told us you have that, we're alerting you that environmental condition exists. We're doing some of that with Next Gen 911 and different things like that, Smart 911. So there's a lot going on, and I guess I just want to get it all done. But it takes time. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, James, thanks for being with us, and thank you for your answers today.
That was it. It was like painless, man.
I know,
all
right? Nice
excellent.
and easy.
All right, good talking to
stuff,
you, man.
man. Thank you.
All right.
For all the news and events going on in Delaware's information technology operation, check out statescoop.com, as well as to see what's going on in the rest of the state IT community. Again, I was with Delaware CIO James Collins. My name is Jake Williams. Thanks for watching.